Hi, dear students. As we have learned already in my previous video about the types of chemical reactions, and there are written near about four types of chemical reaction: combination, decomposition, displacement, and double displacement. Now, today in this video, we will learn about the oxidation reaction and reduction reaction. Let us start the video. Today we will learn oxidation and reduction. Oxidation and reduction reaction. It is a topic for today. It is my topic and as well as your topic too. Oxidation and reduction reaction. What is the mean of oxidation? Let us learn about what is the mean of oxidation. Oxidation means increasement of oxygen. It must be learned by all of us if we want to clear the concept of oxidation and reduction. The concept of oxidation means increasement 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 of oxygen and decreasement decreasement of hydrogen. Means if any element gains oxygen, then it will be said about that element that element has been oxidized. For example, we take example of sodium. If an element sodium is here and comes in contact of oxygen, it produces the product in form of sodium oxide Na2O. An element in Na is an element, it is known as the name of sodium, and if it comes in contact of oxygen, it provides the product in form of Na2O. Now we can see that here in this chemical equation, sodium is gaining oxygen, means that here in this chemical equation, the oxygen has been increased in sodium. So now balance it. In product parts there are two sodiums, but in reactant parts oxygen is 2. Now multiply with 2 here in the part of production and multiply with 4 in the part of reactants. It has been balanced. Now we can see sodium is gaining oxygen, hence we can say that sodium has been oxidized. Now let us take another example: decreasement of hydrogen. Now let a compound hydrogen sulfide. Here is a compound hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide is a compound. When it reacts with bromine Br2, then the product is in form of sulfur plus hydrogen bromides HBr to HBr. The product is in form of sulfur and hydrogen bromide. Let us see it here. In reactant part, we can see that here is the sulfur with hydrogen. In reactant part, here sulfur is with hydrogen, but in the part of production, in product part after the reaction, sulfur is alone. There is no hydrogen with sulfur, means that here in hydrogen sulfide, in after the chemical reaction, hydrogen is decreased from hydrogen sulfides. Hydrogen has been decreased from hydrogen sulfide, then we can say that it is also a type of oxidation reaction, because of we have the concept of oxidation, increasement of oxygen and decreasement of hydrogen is known as oxidation reaction. Hence we can see that both the examples are of the example of oxidation reaction. Now let us start in other part, reduction reaction. Reduction means in a same statement in opposite direction. Opposite direction. Reduction means here in oxidation increasement of oxygen. Now we can write it in form of reduction, a decreasement of decreasement of oxygen and increasement of hydrogen. Increasement of hydrogen. Increasement of hydrogen. Decreasement of oxygen and increasement of hydrogen in any element tells about the reduction reaction. If we get anywhere in any chemical reaction that there happens decreasement of oxygen and increasement of hydrogen, then we can say that type of chemical reaction that it will be reduction reaction. Hence, let us take an example. For example, if we have copper oxide, we have copper oxide CuO, and when it reacts with hydrogen, when copper oxide reacts with hydrogen, it provides the product in form of copper plus H2O. Now let us see in reactant part. In reactant part, oxygen is with copper. In a product part, there is no oxygen element with copper. Means oxygen has been decreased. Hence, it will be a type of reduction reaction. It will be a type of reduction reaction. In other way, again take another example. Take another example. MnO2. Second example. RMnO2 plus HCl. It provide the product in form of MnCl2 plus H2O plus Cl2. Now let us balance it. In reactant part, chlorine 4 chlorine, here multiply by 4. Now but chlorine 4, hydrogen also 4, multiply by 2, 2 to the 4, 2 oxygen. It has been balanced. Now let us start to find the factor, the type of chemical reaction. Here in reactant part means left hand side, in our left. Oxygen is with Mn. Oxygen is with Mn. But in product part, there is no oxygen. Means MnO2 has already lost its oxygen. Lost its oxygen. So we can say that it will be a type of reduction reaction. Reduction reaction. It will be a type of reduction reaction, and it will be a type of oxidation reaction. Hence, we have cleared it. Which type of reaction will be known as the name of oxidation, and which type of chemical reaction will be known as the name of reduction reaction. Now let us go forward and start to learn redox reaction. What is redox reaction? Next point, a redox reaction. Redox reaction. We can see here in this name redox. Red from red from reduction and ox from oxidation. Red from reduction and ox from reduction. When both the red and ox combine together, they provide the name redox. Now it has been cleared. It has been cleared that a reaction in which both the reduction and oxidation type of reaction happen is known as the name of redox reaction. For example, let us start first example. CuO, copper oxide. When copper oxide comes in contact of hydrogen, it provides the product in form of copper plus H2O. Now we can see that copper oxide is losing its oxygen and hydrogen is gaining oxygen. We can see copper oxide is losing its oxygen and hydrogen is gaining oxygen. So we can say that it has been reduced. It has been reduced. It has been reduced. Copper oxide has been reduced into copper, but hydrogen has been oxidized in form of H2O, oxidized, oxidation. Here in this chemical reaction, we can see that there are both the type of chemical reactions, means oxidation plus reduction, and a reaction in which both the reaction oxidation and reduction happens is known as the name of redox reaction. It is redox reaction. It is a type of redox reaction. Hence, so now we have cleared it that what is oxidation reaction and what is reduction and what is redox reaction. I hope that you have been satisfied with me. So thank you for watching this video and wait for my next video. That's all. Over to you. Thank you.